Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new episode of Journey Hotline, a series of interviews conducted by the Gavel Club of the University of Colombo, where great minds think out loud. I am Amra Izzadeen, and today we are going to be in conversation with a unique individual who has glammed up the world with his vogue and style. Being a significant part of the fashion industry, our eminent personality today is a trendsetter, and he is indeed an expert at all that is a la mode in the world of fashion. Today, he will be sharing some practical know-hows on confidence, style, and trend setting that he has gathered from his enviable experiences and what we can use no matter who we are or where we're heading. So without further ado, please let me introduce Mr. Omesh Wijeratne.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Omesh. How are you today?
Great day, great evening. I'm doing very well. How about you guys?
I'm good. Thank you for asking. And we will jump straight into the questions. So to start off, you were only 20 years of age when you stepped into the design industry, the youngest designer to be known at the time. And currently you are making waves as a hair and makeup artist. So I really want to know what inspired you to choose the fashion industry as your career option. Is it something you wanted from the get-go?
So if I say like it is something that I dream to be in fashion industry from a very early childhood, I don't think that would be a correct answer. But something I was quite sure that I want to be in a creative industry. So television and whatever that you can see as a child is most of the time it's television, movies, and magazine. That's the glam that you see. That's what I got initially attracted to, but then I joined filming industry as a designer at a very young age. Because I was a creative person, even at school, whatever I did at school was very creative. So I knew that I had to be in a creative industry, and series of changes in my life and different paths that they have taken me here, where I'm fully working in fashion industry. So although it's like overlaps filming, fashion, it's just, it's actually, it's the same thing.
Thank you for your thoughts on that. Now, I must say, you have reached great heights in the fashion industry. I'm certain that your fashion styles are indeed a reflection of your perspective of this art. So what is your styling philosophy, Omesh?
Philosophy, I would say like less is more, but same time that I don't mean to be or just do less things. It means a great education. I think that you really need to know about what you're doing. You have to learn about fashion and style, all those things to understand what you're doing. So you create sense of style as a person. But I'm a person who's bold to try out new things. Like I would not being boring, but keeping it in a standard where it's simple, which speaks louder than just a lot of other things. So, but it's still, I am a person who takes my styling to a very challenging places if I feel like.
That's a wonderful view you have. It's something we can put into our life as well. So thank you for that. Another amazing fact that I learned was that you have a record of finishing an entire movie wardrobe of 3K outfits only by drapes and with no stitching. Could you please elaborate on that experience, please?
So this was when I was like actually 20 to 21 years old. When I started doing that, researching for this movie that I was doing, which was a periodic movie, which should have happened over 2,500 years ago, that I found out very clear details, documented details, where these people didn't been considered stitched costume as a divine thing. So that was the inspiration for me. And then it was actually challenging to because just draping on every cast member before shoot is quite a task. But I feel although like things we think may, like if I were to think, oh my god, I won't be able to do it, I may not have done it. But taking the challenge as it came, that's what happened there. Actually, I didn't even imagine that there will be a record by the end of the movie that like that. It was just happened, and then we decided. Somebody just actually came up. Isn't it? Somebody had ever done it before? I was like, I don't think so. We looked around, nobody had done it, so it was a record. So it was just basically facing your challenges as it comes. Yeah.
That must have been a great experience for you. So now, to boost things up a bit, we have a game round arranged for you.
Yep.
It's password. For this, we'll be giving you and I a word one after the other. Our team will be sending you and I the words privately. So when you get the word, you have to give hints until I guess the word. But these hints should be one word hints. You can also act it out, that's all right. But keep in mind that the hints should be one word hints. If the hint from the first attempt does not succeed, you can keep giving hints. But once again, the rule is one word hints.
Okay.
Did you get the rules, Omesh?
I think I've got it. Let's. I'll take your challenge and let's see what we are getting into. Yeah.
That's a great point you have. So until Omesh preps up, the word would have been sent to you by now. Just a kind reminder to all those watching, if you haven't clicked that subscribe button, please do so to be updated on our upcoming videos. Don't forget to like and share as well. So let's get going, shall we?
Yes.
All right, so you can give your first try, Omesh.
Hungry.
Food.
Cook.
Kitchen.
Correct.
That's a wonderful job, if I say so myself, and thank you for giving
That's
wonderful
great.
hints. All right, so I will be getting the next word. So my hint is Levi's.
Jeans.
Excellent. That's a wonderful attempt. First try. All right, you're getting the next word now.
Okay, I got the one. I'm gonna try. Tucson.
Tucson. Oh, wax.
Yeah. Correct.
That's an excellent hint once again.
We're doing really good. Yeah.
Yeah, this is really nice. Okay, my turn. Let's see, my word. Okay. Ticket.
Movie.
Money.
Money. Is it a sweet ticket? No. Lottery.
Excellent. Yes, that's a fabulous
Good time.
attempt.
Yeah, I just went prepared, but I got there on time. Yeah.
That's great. And now it's your turn, I think. Yes.
Victor. Also, I have to have a one word. Okay, let me refresh this. So, can I put two words because this would be really nice. So I'm just gonna take the everyone and just say Victoria's Secret.
Angel.
Correct.
Oh my God. Yes,
Yeah,
that's an excellent.
I could have come up with a different word, but it would be really nice since we are talking about fashion and style today. Yes.
Yes, that's what I wanted to mention. You took the words right out of my mouth. Um, my word. Okay, food. It, it's a bit of a broad term.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a first try. Food. I'll go with we said kitchen, so I'm gonna go with hungry.
Mm, Polish.
Mm, food Polish. I'm still not getting a strong signal about this word.
Um, breakfast.
Oh, Polish breakfast. Food. Oh, Polish breakfast. I'm really interested to know what is this, but I really can't guess this one.
Um, let me think. Okay. So since you gave a two-word hint, let me try to give you one as well.
Mm-hmm.
So eggs, bacon, and let me use my hands as well. It's
Okay. Eggs, bacon, and cheese.
not cheese, but something else you eat for breakfast.
Pancakes. Okay, pancakes.
No.
No.
One more
Mm,
try. Look like this.
eggs. Benedict? No, no, that's totally different. I'm totally like, I'm not getting the signal.
Oh
Oh, this is
no.
terrible. What is
um,
Polish? Eggs, bacon. Um, no.
would you like to know what the word is?
I'm really interested to know. Yeah.
Sausage. Oh,
Oh, yes. Why
Polish
didn't I think it
sausage.
before? Oh, yes. Okay, never mind.
That was a wonderful attempt once again. And
Yeah.
I think you have the next
Yeah, I
word.
have a next word. I'm gonna try because this. Okay, first one. Bright.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Is it light?
Close, very close, very similar.
Star?
Closer.
Sh-
Yeah.
Shining star?
Well, yes, correct.
Shine.
I
Oh,
mean, sky.
shine.
Yeah,
Sh-
perfect. Yes. Yeah,
okay, so you're better
correct.
than me
That
than
was
giving hints.
well.
Um,
Yeah.
okay, so we have our next word. Okay, cutlery.
Crockery.
Mm, knife.
Spoon.
Excellent.
Yeah.
That's a great attempt. I thought you'd say fork because knife and fork go
It,
together.
no, yes. Okay. Um, next word. I'm gonna put it in a nice way. Antiperspirant.
Antiperspirant. Okay, that's a. I was going to
Okay,
say
I'm
sweat,
gonna.
but
We had something talk like that. We are very close. We're talking the same. Um, we're in the subject right now of what you're gonna guess.
Deodorant?
Correct.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's great. And we have our last word in the game.
Mhm.
Okay. Let's do it like this. December.
Christmas.
Well done. Excellent work.
That was easy. Thanks.
All right. So we have come to the end of the game and it was fun. What
It
what are
was
your
really
thoughts
fun.
on the game?
It
That's
was really
wonderful to
fun.
hear.
I actually
And
thought maybe you just give a like a psychoanalysis after the thing, but it was not that serious.
okay, so that's what we were going for. That's great then. And now we have our next question. But before we move on, I must say, Umesh, that you have tackled all the questions and the game very competently. So to add some zest to the session, I'm going to give you two practical scenarios that you might face with the client, and you simply have to think on your feet and solve the issue. I'm sure you have been there and saved the day as well. So for our first scenario, you have to imagine that you are styling a celebrity for a gala, but the client is not happy about your choices and instead suggests something that you consider awful. What will you do in that situation? How will you convince your client to maybe meet in the middle?
Yep. Luckily, I haven't faced a situation it was that really bad. But if I really want to think about through, style is a personal style for the person. In my opinion, what is bad is whatever the style they have shows is not reflecting their personality. So that's what I would consider okay, bad choice. Awful would be a person who have a really great sense of style, who does things beautifully, just one day decide to go completely overdone, like, oh, everything, I need everything. So that time I have to give them a personality, like a boost for just to think, listen, you're beautiful on your own way, your style, you have everything. You don't need all these just to look beautiful. You are just beautiful with your own style and yourself. So I would boost their confidence rather than telling them, oh no, not that, yes, this. So that would be a very sensible way that I would like to handle such a situation.
That's quite insightful, especially for up and coming young stylists. Um,
Yes.
and us and our second scenario, imagine that you have a stubborn and difficult client who is standing strong on wanting a specific outfit, makeup, or hairstyle that you think is not the best fit. So, how will you persuade that stubborn client to look at other better options?
So the theory from the first question still continue. So if that person is choosing something which I don't actually find that will suit that person, then I have to. I'm really sorry, but I think is it like almost the same question?
It's a similar scenario to the previous one, but in this case, let's say the client is really wanting to maybe impersonate someone that she has seen online or maybe her role model, but
Okay.
you know.
Okay, yeah. Then I'll just yes. Then I when in this scenario, like when they really want to choose something, like wrong choice. Wrong choice most of the time they choose something from the internet, a different person with different body structure and everything. And in current fashion world, there is nothing called like there are like back then we used to think about these rules about if you're short, you shouldn't wear such things. If you're tall, you shouldn't wear such things. If you're larger in a proportion, you shouldn't do that. If you're like really skinny, that won't suit it. But the fashion industry is changing, a positive change. That what I see is it's more than telling like what you can't do. Like people, if you like that, if it is your personal style, if you think you can pull it off, just wear it. Embrace. If you are still skinny, embrace wearing baggy things. If you are like too tall, stripes, whichever, like you can embrace for that personal thing. But what is in sometimes we have to make sure a person look carry a specific look for a specific project. Let's say a red carpet event, you cannot have a red carpet event in something which is not considered red carpet standard. So then you have to really talk about what the picture that you chose was, or the person and the style that you chose is not gonna comply with any of things. So it's just very I would say it's very difficult to convince people otherwise by telling no this over this. If we give them the confidence to choose themselves and realize what would choose best for them, that would be the best I can do. More than telling them, giving advices. Advices sometimes you have to, when asked, we have to give. But as a stylist, the best thing is working with different people just to um, you know build up their confidence and have their own style. That's kind of my philosophy. So it's very, that's my way of doing things. That would be the best thing for me.
That's quite empowering. Thank you for your thoughts on that. And I'd also like to ask, have you ever gotten the chance to style somebody um, in your perspective? Maybe she didn't give you a style that she wants to try. She'll just tell you, look at me, look at my personality and style me. What would you do?
All the time. That happens all the time. So when you when you're as a professional, when you in a position that everybody can trust you. So this is most of the time which we are valued for them is sometimes our opinion, and as like just give me the best option. But still, giving the best option doesn't mean what I feel that would look nice on the person. Just not that just thing. It's about, I would ask about their personal sense of style, what they want to do, what kind of because the thing is we sometimes want to dress to our current emotions. If you want to feel powerful, you say like put red lipstick and attack us, like it's just like that way. Even how you want to be felt on that specific event or this scenario. So I have to get inspiration from them. And most of the times, a lot of people depend on, they say like, I would like something like this, but it's your call. So that's really nice. And it gives us so much freedom to work and help a client. Yes.
That's wonderful to hear. And next up, like we mentioned, everybody has their own idols. So if you were to pick a celebrity or anybody else that has an excellent style and bombazzles you every single time, who would you pick?
Celebrity. There are so many, but just to fit your answer perfectly, I would give that even you guys can relate is Harry Styles. The reason is, for us, for people in my age, we saw them as really small kids, and now they are grown-ups, and they're adults. But throughout, if you look at them, how it changed, and he immediately became a fashion sensation. Like people actually looked at him because he challenged the stereotypical norms in fashion. Like he challenged everything, and then he actually wore a dress for the Vogue cover, previous issues. So in that way, he's very bold, and he has a sense of style, and he's not trying everything just because it's current or in fashion. He keeps his style and try out many things, and every time, like, I said, like, okay, this is gonna be okay. But he surprises me every time with something new, something creative. And kudos to his team, his stylist, and everybody, not just him. So
Yes, and I would say that myself and all the other 1D fans out there would love your answer. Um,
yes,
so since the One Direction was very famous back then and still they are now.
they are no, they
Um,
are they say the individual singers. They're not a group anymore. They are independent. But
yes,
I see how after their breakup of the team, how everybody embraced their own sense of style and things. So it's beautiful to watch such things, and all of us can relate to it.
exactly. And before we wind up, the young fashion enthusiasts out there must be dying to hear some tips and tricks from you. So, Umesh, we would like to hear some final words from you.
Tips and tricks. Fashion industry, I would say, when somebody's interested to get into the industry, because although we don't think that we are a part of fashion, or like I don't know much about fashion, but it's a broad, well, even though you don't think you are a part of fashion industry, you are already a part of fashion industry. Every human, because it's such a broad thing. But if you're going to um, join fashion industry or work more with the fashion industry, because it's a huge industry, best tips and tricks I can give you is be yourself, because fashion is ever changing. There are trends coming every day, and it just passes through, and then there's a new trend. There is a style that withholds throughout, and then when you get the core of what his fashion is, it's very easy to develop. When you believe in yourself and your personality, if you bring out your personal message into your fashion, into the work that you do, without a challenge, you can develop without being stagnant in the fashion. You cannot be stagnant in working in fashion industry. Your chances like this. You will be really a thin line if you stick to one thing and just be okay. This is I tried it, failed. You have to keep trying, and just like in your normal life, be confident about who you are and be sure about what you really want. Because, like, don't think social norms or restrictions that you have, you free yourself with everything else, because the fashion industry is something that you can express your personal personality beautifully. So I think take the maximum use of it. That would be my advice.
Thank you for those words. And I would say that I feel confident as well to walk out there with my style. So we have come to the conclusion of our interview. I would like to say these words. The mind is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be kindled. And the spark that sets it off is curiosity. Curiosity is the start of innovation, and I'm sure Umesh has had great ideas that started with just being curious. With today's session, I have learned that having a good foundation, highlighting all that is important to you, and being able to think on your feet are the steps to follow to be excellent at whatever you do, be it styling or public speaking. So, on behalf of the Gavel Club of the University of Colombo, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to you, Umesh, for sharing these wonderful lessons with us. We wish you the very best in life.
Thank you very much, and thanks for having me.
It's a pleasure. So, this is Amra Izzadeen signing off with the Journey Hotline crew. Stay tuned with us to find out who the next eminent personality will be. Until then, remember the future belongs to the curious because somewhere something incredible is waiting to be known. Thank you. Stay safe and good day to you all.